My name is Fernando, and I'm the founder and CEO of Zen's Tea House, a company founded in 2012. I'm going to share with you some of the stories and tough lessons learned in business, and I'm going to do so with parallels between raising a child and running a business. For more videos about tea, business, and making a profit, check out Zen's YouTube channel or Zen's corporate website at zensteahouse.com. When you bring your baby home and you are now responsible for that child, how does that compare with business? Well, the parallel is having an employee. The first time you have an employee on payroll, it's like, oh my gosh, I have someone dependent on me. I need to make that payroll and somehow be able to put a profit, make money, and protect this employee. That's the first lesson I learned in business. I had a partner at 23 years old. I started Zen's Tea House at 23, and I learned from my first partner the importance of having a stable work environment, being an authority that people can trust, and reliable. And by the way, the parallel, when you're a parent, you want to be stable, you want to be reliable, and you want to be a trusted authority. Those parallels are true for employers. First employee you have, they're going to look at you as you're the boss, you're the leader, you're the one who's responsible. I'm answering to you. So, when you build your business or when you bring home a child, understand that that falls on you. And as a business owner, that can be a very sobering and humbling experience. My partner helped to show me how to love and create a stable work environment. So I was just out of the Navy. I did 5 years. I got out at 23 years old. I knew how to lead with military authority. I was fairly, I don't even know if I could say that I was reliable, in the sense I was a military reliable, but I was not stable. You know, the military teaches you a great work ethic, discipline, to follow orders. And I led those aspects as an employer, as a business owner. When you're building a business, it's not just for employees, but also for customers. You have to be that stable, reliable authority figure who has the answers even when you don't. Yep, welcome to parenthood. Question: do you remember the first time that you saw your parent, your mom or dad, as a scared human being who was just trying to figure out life? It happens, and it's truly the first step to becoming an adult. When a child looks at their mom or dad or any parental figure as, wow, you're a human being, you are multidimensional, you are trying to figure this out. It is when the parent says, okay, I'm just being transparent, or you caught me, or some sort of adolescent enlightenment. It happens with children and also happens in business. When you're running your business and you hire your first employee or first few employees, be real with yourself. Say, look, I am the person who's supposed to be stable and supposed to provide reliable employment and the authority figure. Yes, as the boss, that is my responsibility. But I'm just another human being trying to figure that out. If you catch that, if you're able to hold on to that and be authentic in your presentation, not only will your employees better connect with you, but also your customers. And depending on your insecurities, as a parent, you know, I got 4 children, 3 of them are foster adopted. I don't know how I would go about telling my 1.5-year-old baby, hey babe, I'm not that stable. I try to be reliable, but I definitely don't have the answers. You know, there's an appropriate level of protection and love that you want to show your children and also your employees in building your company. Again, these are oversimplified parallels, but they're real and applicable. When you start your business, understand that the beginning stage of building your baby up requires those 3 things as an employer, as a business owner. You have to be stable, you have to be reliable, and you have to be a trusted authority figure. That was the lessons I learned from my first partner. I was 23 years old, And I'm happy to say that the military did a great job with those first two, stability and authoritative figure. But creating a stable work environment isn't something the military does very often. Maybe they'll change, but it was a time of war, so let's move on to the next one. Lesson number 2, how you build your business from being a baby toddler, you're always coddling, to being able to stand up, being independent. There's something supernatural when a child learns to walk, learns to talk. Yes, it is natural and appropriate, but when it's your own baby and you see your baby kiss you goodbye, say bye-bye, bye mama, bye dada, and walk away, oh, it hurts, it touches, but it is a good feeling. And to get your business from being a little baby infant to being able to stand on its own 2 feet, well, that requires money. When I started my business at 23 years old, I was a helicopter pilot. I was protecting, loving, caring, like a first-time father. As a first-time business owner, you want to keep a close guard on your baby. That's your business. But the parallels of parenthood and business is like this. If you want your baby to grow up, if you want your business to be able to stand on its own 2 feet and actually put money in your pocket, you're going to have to let go. I hired 2 Vietnam veterans. They were some big corporate guys. I convinced them to come work with me. It helped that I was prior military. And these 2 men showed me how to take my company, which was about $350,000 a year, to $1 million in just a couple years. Now, my first partner, who I love dearly, his name is Zeke. We have a name blend after him. You know, we built the company. The first year, 100,000. Second year, 200,000. Third year, 300,000. Which, by the way, as a teen entrepreneur, the average price when we started, which was in 2012, the average ticket price was $12. How many times do you have to sell a $12 tea to hit $1 million? Or even 100,000? It's a lot. But these serial entrepreneurs, these Vietnam veterans who were experienced, kind of look at it as father figures. They had been around the block a few times. They were kind of like the grandparents showing me how to raise my child. Say, whoa, 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 Fernando, let go. Let go. It's gonna fall. So your accounts are in the negative. It's part of the growing experience. It can be very overwhelming when it's your baby. But if you want your business to get to the next level, and I mean financially being able to be independent, you have to hire, or rather look to people who are experienced. I did that and it worked out fairly well. There is a cost to it. Some people, we're not going to use that word codependent, but some people, they just love being the helicopter mom, helicopter dad, the person with all the control. That doesn't work in business. In order to get to the next level, you have to trust your employees, you have to trust the business, the systems, the checks and balances you set up to get your business up and running. And that happened at a great time, because you can't run a business day in and day out for years and not take a break. Your business has to be able to stand on its own 2 feet. I'm very grateful that by the 5th year in business, we hit $1 million in sales, and it was at a good time because my wife and I were able to take a break and enjoy one-on-one time with financial compensation. If you want to get your business to the next level, it requires you as a parent, you as a business owner, to step back and let your child fall. Scary, but it's true. It counts for the negative multiple times that year. We also hit record high sales. There is a correlation, but it's not without its challenges. Number 3, parallel. We're gonna just jump straight into grandparent status, okay? When you are an entrepreneur and you are successful, now mind you, not every business owner is successful. By the 5th year, you get past the breaking point, but that was not the case for me. I was at such a fast rate growing that I really didn't kind of taper off until my 9th, 10th year. Now into the 13th year of running, I found that when I look towards the future, I want to build a multi-generational legacy. What do I mean by that? Well, as a parent, you want to see your children thrive. You want to see them succeed. And when a child or an adult, but specifically when the child is old enough to comprehend and say, Mom, Dad, thank you for being a stable, reliable authority figure in my life. It really set me up for success. it brings tears to your eyes. And when you are a business owner and you are able to pay your bills and the accounts that don't go in the negative anymore, and if they do, it's you saw it coming. There's seasons where there's prosperity and famine. You've learned to navigate this thing called entrepreneurship. And when you get to that level, you want to invest in the next generation because, like every parent, they want to see their child live beyond their lifetime. If you are a founder, by the way, there's a difference between being a business owner and a founder. A founder is the one who built the company, kind of made that baby. You know what I'm talking about? They made it. They remember the second they brought it home. All right, that's what founders are. Business owners, they still, like I said, 3 of my 4 children are foster adopted, okay? I love my children, but I also know the child that I brought into life and held it for the first time. That's a founder attitude. And when you look at your baby, when you look at your business, you want it to live beyond your lifetime. That requires next level thinking, and not everyone gets there. Hopefully, if you're going to cover what we're going to talk about in the next few steps about how to build a business and overcome its challenges, you will comprehend that multi-generational legacy. True business owners, like parents, want to see their business live beyond their lifetime. And that requires investing. It means saving money set aside. A lot of business owners and parents squander all their money, leaving nothing but debt when they die. True, loving, caring business owners invest in their employees, invest in the infrastructure that will keep that business going for generations, not sizzle out a few years after all the bank accounts go negative. Okay? That is the parallel between parenthood and business. Now we're going to summarize it with seven tips in business. You ready for this?